they show their people, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, how to serve God righteously. John 8 and verse 32 says, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Call 502-888-1544 for more information. Call 502-888-1544 for more information. Call 502-888-1544 for more information.
Prophets are back, warning us now. Repent and prepare for the King of Kings. The prophets are back, warning us now. Repent and prepare for the King of Kings. The prophets are crying aloud and sparing not, lifting up their voice like a trumpet loud, showing you your transgressions. The house of Jacob, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, your sins in this land of oppression. The prophets are crying aloud and sparing not, lifting up their voice like a trumpet loud, showing you your transgressions. The house of Jacob, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, your sins in this land of oppression. The prophets are crying aloud and sparing not, lifting up their voice like a trumpet loud, showing you your transgression. The house of Jacob, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, your sins in this land of oppression. Turn from your sin, keep God's laws, walk in truth. Tell myself, keep God's laws, walk in truth. Walk in truth. The Messiah is coming with no mercy for sin. The Messiah is coming with no mercy for sin. The Messiah is coming with no mercy for sin. The Messiah is coming.
I'd rather build up with you tonight.
thought you were supposed to meet with Elder Mark and go over scriptures.
Sorry, Elder. It's party time.
Tragedy struck tonight at a downtown club. Police confirm several people were injured in the shooting.
Man, them TTIC brothers always out here in that blue and gold, preaching repentance, like Christ coming back today or something.
Yo, he really coming.
Repent. The kingdom is at hand.
Back to the other screen when you're done, the first screen.
Right. Shalom, shalom, most high in Christ bless. Happy Sabbath, everybody. I'm also Nathaniel with TTIC, which stands for the truth in Christ. And for today's Sabbath class, I will be the reader.
All right. Shalom, most high in Christ bless. Happy Sabbath, y'all brothers and sisters in here.
Happy Sabbath, Elder.
Happy Sabbath, y'all brothers and sisters online. All right. Of course, y'all understand today is the Sabbath day,
Yes, sir.
and we got a class for you. About to snap on your screen. Today's class is titled "What's Crooked Cannot Be Made Straight." What's crooked cannot be made straight. So we're gonna dip and dodge into some things that we that last just not a couple of days ago, but we didn't do a class on it on the Sabbath. Okay, so we're gonna go into a class about the New Year's. So majority of the class is gonna touch about some of the New Year's at the beginning, and then we're gonna go into other things after that. But all of it pertaining to what's crooked cannot be made what straight, right? Um, oh, if y'all didn't know, everybody know. If y'all didn't know, the new moon starts to what? Tonight.
Tonight, yeah.
Tonight is the new moon. The new moon. We'll talk about that in the class. But we'll get into the new moon in the class. We're going to touch a little bit about that as well. So we'll touch on the new moon. So without no more delay, let's get it started tonight. Give me Proverbs chapter 31, verse 3, verse 31.
In the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, and verse 31. Envy thou not the oppressor.
What the Bible say?
Envy thou not the oppressor,
And do what?
and choose none of his ways.
So the Bible tells us, do not envy the oppressors, nor choose none of his ways. That's the first thing. A lot of people don't, I know a lot of people don't think about that. But when the Bible tells you, envy thou not the oppressor, let's read it one more time. Read it a little slower for me.
Proverbs chapter 3, verse 31. Envy thou not the oppressor,
Envy thou not the oppressor,
and choose none of his ways.
You know, the oppressor is the person that is a what? Pressing you, right? The oppressor is someone who's pressing you. So when it says envy not the oppressor, that to the terminology of the blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians, let's talk about first the Native Indians. Well, the Native Indians is the indigenous people that was here in what? So what happened was the so-called Spaniards, which is so-called white men, they came over here and did what? Conquered the what? Yes. Still. The same Spanish people. Christopher Columbus. They're the one voyaged over. All right. But brought the rest of us. They came. The rest of us that came. Which made up the rest of the tribes of what? Israel. And they oppressed us as well. It's in the Bible, by the way. Give me that, Jeremiah. Jeremiah.
In the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 33. It says, thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah
Was what?
were oppressed together, and all that took them captive held them fast.
And what?
They refused to let them go.
So now we got a insight on who oppressed us, the people that brought us into captivity. The Spaniards, so-called white men, brought the Native Indians in captivity. And the so-called British or Greeks or Romans, we talk about at this time, British, they brought who in captivity? Was what they called the pilgrims, I'm talking about when we came here in 1619. They the one that brought us, the white man, brought us in what? captivity. So they what? Oppressed us. Same people. Same people. Okay. One spoke Spanish, other one spoke what?
What they call the King's English or
Right. Because they spoke English, the British, they spoke yeah, we're gonna say the old English. Old English. Right? So it says Proverbs 3:31 says, envy thou not the oppressor. So the reason why I was going over this that little bit because you got to realize is that we was the people that brought us over here and slavery oppressed us, guys.
yes.
That was not something that we did voluntarily. And it wasn't something that you think a person enjoy to see their mama. I mean, you know, I mean, kids back then seeing their mamas, they was bad. They was tortured. They themselves, some of them was killed. You know how many kids seen that? You know, they say trauma about today, trauma.
Right.
Like if a parent and two parents argue, you don't want to cause trauma to the kids.
Mhm.
The trauma they did to seeing how they abused and killed our people by hanging them, setting them on fire.
Right.
They use the babies as alligator bait. Do you know what the feeling that the women had in their stomach seeing their kids being used as fish bait,
Mm.
alligator bait? Now, so Proverbs again 3:31.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 31. Envy thou not the oppressor,
And do what?
and choose none of his ways.
So God told us don't envy the oppressor and don't choose none of his ways. So that's what brings us today to this subject right here. Give me number one. Check it out. So that's what brings us. That's right there in Times Square of New York. They was doing the countdown. You can take it down. They was doing the countdown, and a lot of people. I want to touch on a couple of things. Doing those things is a lot of things that happens. A lot of people, a lot of sinful things is happening at that moment. A lot of people is having unmarital sex because they want to get off right at that New Year. That's that first New Year. A lot of people was doing drugs, consuming a lot of what alcohol. So involved in that New Year's, it's a lot of simple what going on, guys.
Simple things.
A lot of simple things. A lot of simple things within that New Year's. You got anything to say, officer?
Well, you're absolutely right. You know, I work in a area where I witnessed that, and yeah, didn't see anything. The most outrageous thing we seen was just the overconsumption of alcohol, and and there was some fights. You know, it's all kind of things that happen during that time.
Mhm.
A lot of different activities. People and normal, you know, worldly people in the world, they'll see those things they think is normal. You know, they look at those things as being normal.
So you heard what he said. It was a lot of people was fighting A lot of people was drunk, belligerent, not following orders, you know, police, chaos going on.
Mhm.
This is what they call fun, guys. This is what they call a celebration.
Right.
Give me Job chapter 15, verse. Chapter 15 and verse 15.
In the book of Job, chapter 15,
Scroll 14.
the book of Job, chapter 15, verse 14. What is man that he should be clean?
So God asked the question, what is man that he should be clean? So God is giving you a clue right there. Man is not what? Man is not what?
He is not clean.
Right? Go ahead, watch this. Read.
And he which is born of a woman, that he should be righteous.
He that is born of a woman, that he should be righteous. Come on, read.
Behold, he putteth no trust in his saints.
So God said, behold, he put no trust in his saints. Read, why?
Yea, the heavens are not clean in his sight.
And the heavens, meaning the rulership of the people. Because you got heaven on what? Earth. We're going to deal with that in a minute. It's not clean in his sight. This, the rulers is not clean in his sight. But watch this, read.
How much more abominable and filthy is man?
You see what he said? How much abominable and filthy is man. Oh,
which drinketh iniquity like water.
See, because men drink sin as water. So why would this is written in the book of Job? Why would Christ come and die for everybody?
Mm-hmm.
If God is already telling you man is filthy, why would Christ have to? If Christ come and die for filthy people that ain't gonna be clean.
Right.
Number 2. Wait, read that New Year's Eve title.
New Year's Eve.
Start with New Year's Eve right there.
New Year's Eve in the Gregorian calendar refers to the evening or commonly the entire day of the last day of the year.
Of the last day of the year, come on.
The 31st of December. In many countries, New Year's Eve is celebrated with dancing, eating, drinking, and watching or lighting fireworks.
Watching or what?
Or lighting fireworks.
Y'all see that? So now listen. New Year's Eve is celebrated with eating, drinking, watching, or lighting fireworks. So watching or lighting fireworks. Come on.
Since many Christians attend a watch night.
You get to stop. I want y'all to notice something. Don't be fooled when they tell y'all about denominations, right? He didn't say many Muslims. This is Wikipedia, y'all. It doesn't say many Muslims or many denominations.
No.
It says what?
Many Christians.
So they let you know that they don't give a hell about nobody else's religion because they not real. They know their religion is not real. And this also shoots you a thing right here. That lets you know that the Bible is real because why? Any articles, they never ever spoke about Muslims being the way to go. We never ever spoke about Buddha being the way to go. They don't. Whereas the Muslims calling America the devil, Israeli the devil, but they still be making deals with them as well.
Right.
It's something that I want y'all to see. But just peep it out. It says many Christians, so they want y'all to bank off that word, what, guys? Christians. Yeah. I mean, it's okay for you to indulge in that. It's okay if you indulge in some sexual acts. It's the new year. Christ died for your sin.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, watch as we keep on going in this class. Read.
Says many Christians attend a watch night service to mark the occasion.
Watch night service is them gathering together. All right. So, but listen, they're going to go into that church. Give me that. God dwelleth not in the temples made with hands. Give me that. Except 48.
That two different places on my mind. In the book of Acts, chapter 7, verse 48. Howbeit, the Most High dwelleth not in temples made with hands.
So God don't dwell in temples made with hands. God don't dwell in temples made with hands. So just remember that, guys. So now, let's go back. Read that article again.
It says many Christians attend a watch night service to mark the occasion.
To mark the occasion. Come on.
New Year's Eve celebrations generally continue into New Year's Day, January 1st, past midnight.
All right, past midnight. So I just want y'all to get that real quick. All right. So it's a lot of things that I would like to attack right there, but I'm not, because I don't want to throw my class off. But one thing I am going to speak on is they had the Christians at a watch night service to mark the occasion of New Year's celebration. The Christians supposed to be followers of what?
Supposed to be followers of God, or followers of Christ.
Followers of Christ. So here's y'all question. If Christians supposed to be followers of Christ,
Mm-hmm.
give me Acts 11. Acts 11:26.
The book of Acts, chapter 11, verse 26.
Take it down for me. Come on.
And when he had found him, he brought him into Antioch. And it came to pass that whole year they assembled themselves with the church and taught much people.
Stop. So Paul them is assembled with the church. It's the body of people. It's the building. They ain't assembled with the building.
Yeah.
They assembled with the body of people.
Yes, sir.
Is the church. So it says they did what also?
And it came to pass that a whole year they assembled themselves with the church.
With the people. Watch this.
And taught much people.
And they taught much people. Stop. Where did they celebrate New Year's Day, guys? Somebody bring it up for me.
Mm-hmm.
Where do they celebrate New Year's at right there? Watch this. This is the part I want. Read.
And the disciples were called Christians first in Antioch.
The disciples. What do disciples mean? The word disciple gotta mean something. Hold on. Let me do it like this. I got you. Say something for me, officer, please. Real quick for me, just something.
Yeah, the for those who are not catching it, is that we teach it all the time about how here in America we've been given these idolatrous days. These things that it can easily be researched. Our people just don't research, they don't read. You got a powerful tool in their hand, this iPhone, whatever kind of phone you got. You can Google yourselves and see that these things began a long time ago. There were Babylonian customs or customs that come from the Greekish fashions. So these things are not real. These things were not passed down from Christ, from Christ the Father. These things are not spiritual at all. Well, wicked spirit, but these things do not come from God. I'm almost done. And we follow due to our going into slavery. Yes, this is about to go into that. By us being, the oppression. Due to the oppression, we were forced to do things in some ways, but then we just began to acknowledge those things firsthand as if these customs belong to us. And these customs were actually taught to us. Mhm. Let me see. Coming, guys. Give me 1 second. Ain't none of them getting me what I want. Okay. Right. Do me a favor, MT. Bring me up the definition of disciple. Because ain't none of them getting me what I want. And make it Murray. Let me see, Miriam Northwestern. All right, read it for me, the first one. This is Merriam-Webster's Dictionary of Disciple. It says one who accepts and assists in spreading the doctrine of another, such as, you want me to read? Yeah, keep on reading. Christianity, one of the 12 in the inner circle of Christ's followers, according to the gospel accounts. That was down at the end of A. Go to number 2. Disciple is a member of the disciples of Christ founded in the U.S. in 1809. No.
Like, so that's it. That's it right there. Like, hold on real quick, because I'm coming, guys. I'm looking for something. I'm sorry. Uh, Okay, let's do it like this. Uh, um, give me, give me First Peter's chapter 1. Is just the way to do it. First Peter chapter 1 verse 2 verse 21. 2 verse 21.
In the book of First Peter, chapter 2, in verse 21. For even hereunto were ye called, because Christ also suffered for us, leaving us an example that we should follow his steps.
Go back to disciples on Merriman Western. Go ahead, Officer Reed. That we should follow his steps. Come on, steps. Come on.
That we should follow his steps.
Read.
Who did no sin.
Who did know what?
Who did no sin.
All right, go down. Down. You're gonna go down. I tell you. Want to go down to choose the right. Go right there. Right there. Right. Read that for me. Start right here. Mean.
It says, mean one who gives full loyalty and support to another.
Hold on. One to give full loyalty. All right, so a disciple's got to be one to give full loyalty. I'm looking for the word right here, because the word full loyalty means you what? Discipline. That's the only way you can be fully loyalty, if you what? Discipline, right? So read that second part, 22, right there again.
Verse 20, First Peter chapter 2, verse 22. Who did no sin, neither was guile found in his mouth.
So Christ didn't do no what? No sin. So if you're a follower of Christ, you gotta be loyal to God, just like Christ was what? Loyal to God.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning without what?
With no sin.
With no sin. Okay, now we got, that's what I was looking for. All right, so we went to show y'all the New Year Wikipedia, because they say even Christians, all the Christians follow the New Year's when the New Year's is starting at a time that is not supposed to. But we're gonna get into that. I don't want to get ahead of my class. All right, let's go to so we went to the New Year's Wikipedia to show you that. Now give me 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 9. Go ahead.
In the book of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 9. Even him whose coming is after the workings of Satan.
Even him whose comings is after the workings of Satan. Watch this. Read.
With all power.
With all power.
And sign.
And sign.
And lying wonders.
You see that the lying wonders, that's these holidays that our people are what? Celebrating. These are the lying wonders, guys. The lying wonders. Just some of them. All right. So now, in Christianity, all these things are lying what?
Wonders.
Wonders. All right. Now watch this. We're going back. What are we done with that? Is that it?
Yes.
All right, one more time.
2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 9. Even him whose coming is after the workings of Satan.
Stop. How do we know he's after the working of Satan? The New Year's for the white man, he the one did that. And we're going to talk about more in depth, but he the one did that. He the one made the New Year's in the dead of winter, when everything is dead. It's growing in the winter. Would it be a new year? Nothing was growing in the winter. It goes back to the April Fools. The April Fools. Like our New Year's supposed to start in the spring.
Right.
So where do you think they came up with the term April Fools? They came up with those terms because why? We don't know what it was. We like, oh, April Fools. We just do.
Yeah.
But it was what it was saying that because we don't know our heritage, because we don't know the Bible, we don't know when the New Year's start. It's April Fools, meaning you're not going to celebrate that. But now we're back, celebrate, because they hid it from us.
Yeah.
They hid all that from us. That's where the April Fools come in at. Let's go. Leviticus 26. Let's go to Leviticus 26 real quick. And 40.
In the book of Leviticus chapter 26 and verse 40. If they shall confess their iniquity and the iniquity of their fathers with their trespasses, which they trespassed against me, and that also they have walked contrary unto me.
Stop. You notice God says he's talking about the Israelites right here, has walked contrary unto him. Now, what y'all didn't understand is, how do y'all see the New Year starts in the spring in the Bible? But all these countries are celebrating it in the winter. When you say that that's contrary to God, watch what God says. Read.
And that I also have walked contrary unto them.
So why God have walked contrary unto them? Don't you understand? He's talking about the Israelites right there. So if we walk contrary, we didn't follow his laws, he was going to walk contrary to us. You know, on New Year's, everybody makes all these, what they call them?
Resolutions.
Resolutions. And they set all these goals.
Yeah.
I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And everything is contrary of God. Because whenever Christians be sitting in the church, getting a winner, praying for a God that is not theirs. Let's keep on going. So, because we walk contrary to God, God wasn't with us. So why I'm bringing this out is because, brothers and sisters, I want y'all to understand, if these other nations is walking contrary to God, God is not going to be with them. He wasn't with us. He's definitely not with them. All right? I just want to show y'all that. All right? Now, from our office in the you give me Galatians chapter 5, verse 19. So the way they celebrating it and their New Year's is contrary to what God said to do on New Year's. All right? And we're going to talk about that in a minute. Go ahead.
Galatians chapter 5,
verse 19.
And verse 19. Now, the works of the flesh are manifest.
So y'all can understand the work of the flesh is manifest. Give me Romans chapter 8, verse 3 real quick, so I can explain the works of the flesh. Works of the flesh. Romans chapter 8, verse 3. Come on.
The book of Romans chapter 8, verse 3.
Read.
For what the law could not do, in that it was weak through the flesh, God sending his own son.
That's going into animal sacrifice. Read.
God sending his own son in the likeness of sinful flesh.
And the likeness of sinful flesh. Let's talk about what? What is our flesh? What is our flesh?
Sinful flesh.
Sinful flesh. Come on.
And for sin, condemned sin in the flesh.
So simple flesh is talking about this body that we in, guys. This body is immune to what? I mean, not immune. This body is not immune. The opposite of our body collects sin.
Yes, sir.
Everybody understand? Our body collects sin. Let me just say it like that. Go back to Galatians chapter 5, verse 19. Come on.
Galatians 5 and verse 19. It says, now the works of the flesh are manifest.
So now we understand that the flesh right here in this scripture is talking about what?
Then
Sin. So now the works of the flesh, sin is what?
which are these? Adultery.
And so now you understand that the flesh is sin and adultery is what? Sin. Now let me ask y'all a question. This is new in the new what?
New Testament.
So ain't nothing changed. Why would they be repeating what adultery is in the New Testament if it was taken away?
No, that's right.
Would they repeat it? Watch what the next one is.
Fornication.
So you had a lot of people on New Year's committing adultery. You had a lot of people on New Year's sleeping with somebody that is not their wife as fornication. Some of them might have been sleeping with an animal. Some of them might have been sleeping man on man, woman on woman.
Mm-hmm.
Read.
Uncleanness.
Uncleanness. That goes into different things. Go ahead.
Lasciviousness.
The strong sexual desires. Go. Yeah.
Idolatry.
Idolatry.
Witchcraft.
What is it?
Witchcraft.
Now hold on. Well, we're gonna stop right there. So all these is the worst work of the flesh. And we started off with adultery, fornication, uncleanness. The uncleanness can go into you and your wife having sex without what? Without you and your wife having sex and not taking a bath. Or before the evening come in. You supposed to take a bath after y'all have sex to get that off of you. You unclean even when you take your bath. You unclean until the evening. But if you don't take a bath, you unclean to the next day till you take a bath. Also, they can go into unclean what? Foods. All right. It also can go into unclean what? You got leprous.
Mm-hmm. Running issues.
Or you got a running issue. There you go. You can go into those things. All those unclean, all those are different. A woman having her menstrual cycle. All those is uncleanness. That's why I did touch. That's why I said it go into many different things. So I just touched it just so you give you understanding. And lasciviousness, strong sexual what? Desires. Idolatries. What? New Year's is a what? That's idolatry.
Yes, sir.
Christmas, Thanksgiving, all those things y'all just did. Those paganism holidays y'all just celebrated. It's idolatry. And watch this. Witchcraft. This is where I'm going to stop here. Right? Witchcraft. Bring it up for me. Witchcraft. Y'all pay attention to this.
Witchcraft.
Now, I want y'all to understand something real quick. These are the works of the devil. Everybody, I need y'all to understand that. These are the works of the devil. What we reading in Galatians 5. Go ahead.
Witchcraft is a broad term for using magical or supernatural powers, often involving ritual, spells, and nature-based practices to influence outcomes.
Stop. So it's a broad term used for magical and supernatural powers, often involving rituals, spells, natural-based practices to influence outcome. Now watch this, guys. I want y'all to understand something. When did everybody pal in the movies? One of the highest movies, ranked movies or seen movies. Do y'all not know that was Harry Potter? Let me give you something. A lot of black people ain't gonna go watch Harry Potter. I'm not saying some. I liked it. I watched it myself. but I'm just telling you, a lot of black people ain't gonna go watch Harry Potter. I just want y'all to understand it.
Mm-hmm.
Or that's a good one. Or Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings is a great movie too.
Yeah.
With witchcraft in it. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of different movies. Now, I want y'all to understand something. Where you at? Witchcraft. Okay, keep on reading. Come on.
Hatred. Oh, okay.
Read.
Let's just start right here. But it's diverse,
Right.
ranging from ancient beliefs in malevolent sorcery to modern.
No, malevolent. What?
In malevolent sorcery.
So malevolent sorcery. Hey, we're gonna talk about that. Everybody remember that word sorcery, all right? Come on.
To modern spiritual paths like Wicca,
Uh-huh.
which focus on positive magic and reverences for nature.
Come on.
Differing significantly from historical accusations used to control marginalized people.
Read.
It's not a single religion, but an umbrella for practices.
Stop. Y'all see that? They said that witchcraft is a religion. Let you know that they don't know what they talking about, guys. They are saying witchcraft is a goddamn religion. Read.
It says with modern witches using tools like herbs, crystals, and candles for personal growth, healing, or other goals, distinct from harmful stereotypes.
I'm gonna give y'all. I'm gonna wait. We're gonna talk about witches, okay? We're gonna talk about witches in a little bit, right? So now, from her, no, where is it at? No, go back up. Where you going? Go all the way back up. Go all the way back up real quick because I'm looking for something real quick. A word, like witchcraft. Right. You see moderate witchcraft. Look at the AI overview. Oh, I'm sorry. Go down to moderate type. Go down. Go down. I'm sorry. It's me. I messed up. Go down. Go down. Keep on going. Moderate type of witchcraft. That's what I want. There you go. Moderate. Keep on going. Hold on. What the heck? That ain't what I sent you. Mm, Go back up a little bit. This is what I don't like. So go back and read Galatians chapter 5, verse 19 for him again.
In the book of Galatians, chapter 5,
16.
Galatians chapter 5 and verse 16. This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. For the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh. And these are contrary one to another.
These are what?
And these are contrary one to another, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would. But if ye be led of the Spirit, you are not under the law. Verse 19. Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these.
So the work of the flesh are manifest, which are these? Come on.
Adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness, idolatry, and witchcraft.
And what?
And witchcraft.
And witchcraft. So these things they changed that thing that quick. All right. So now go ahead and go back to that thing real quick. I just use the one dessert. That's why you gotta make sure you screenshot everything. All right. Read that right there. Spiritual practices, modern contemporary view. Come on.
So, spiritual practice. Many modern witches follow paths like Wicca, a nature-based religion, or paganism, focusing on beneficial magic, connection to nature, and working with deities or elements such as earth, air, fire, and water.
Earth what?
Earth, air, fire, and water.
All right. You see, go down to a 10. That's what I want right there. You see the last one, a 10, modern witchcraft. Go down right there, intent right there. That's it, right there. See, they changed it up. Go ahead.
Intent. Modern witchcraft emphasizes benevolent use.
Benevolent use. All right. So benevolent use is what they had on here was benevolent magic. Okay, that's what they had on here. Benevolent magic. All right. Give me the benevolent magic. Hold on, let me make sure. Yep, give me benevolent magic. All right. Go ahead. So it says benevolent use, which was benevolent magic. That's what was on the other one. That's why I got it like this. Go ahead, read.
Benevolent magic, also known as white magic.
Known as what?
Also known as white magic.
Now, benevolent magic is also known as white magic. Can you highlight that white magic for me? I mean, can you click on it for me? I just want you to click on it. Well, I'll let you do it. Okay. Did I send you one? Okay, give me that. White magic. Okay, all right. Oh, my bad. There you go. White magic. I'm sitting there asking for it. Go ahead. Read.
White magic refers to the use of supernatural or spiritual power for benevolent purposes. Such as healing, protection, blessing, and promoting spiritual growth.
Watch this.
Contrasting with black magic's harmful or selfish intent.
See, you see that they trying to say that magic is what? Good. I'm giving y'all something. So now I need everybody to stay with me and focus on what we going to go through. Go ahead, read.
Though some traditions view magic itself as neutral.
So you see, some traditions view magic itself as neutral. Come on.
And the term as human impose labels of intent.
Read.
It involves working with cosmic forces for good, using techniques like incantations, charms, prayers to help people align with higher truths, often emphasizing selflessness and service.
Y'all remember when we started off, I told y'all that if we walk what? Contrary what?
To God.
Contrary to God. Now watch this. Let me show y'all something. Okay, so go back. Go back to the benevolent magic. All right. All right. So I just wanted y'all to understand benevolent magic, known as white magic. All right. Now, pay attention to where we're going at now, guys. Give me Revelation chapter 17, verse 4.
In the book of Revelation, chapter 17, verse 4.
Pay attention.
And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations.
Take it off.
And filthiness of her fornication.
And filthiness of her fornication. Watch this.
And upon her head, and upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great.
Mystery Babylon the Great. Come on.
The mother of harlots.
The mother of harlots.
And abominations of the earth.
See, so now God is letting you know that this is talking about America. And I'm going to show you that it's talking about America. All right? It says the woman arrayed in purple and scarlet colors. That's for royalty.
Mm-hmm.
Every nation out here respects what? America.
Yes.
Every day, you need to respect them by their military. You might not even like them, but you got to what? Respect. All right? Having a golden cup in her hand full of an abomination and filthiness of her fornication.
Mm.
Her upon her head was a name written, mystery. Mystery. A mystery is something that you can't figure out.
Yes.
Mystery is something that you can't figure out.
Mm-hmm.
Regular people can't figure out that mystery. Watch this. Come on.
Mystery Babylon the Great, mother of harlots and abominations of the earth.
Stop. Where did women start wearing pants at? Mother of where?
In America, right?
Mother of harlots. Where did women stop wearing clothes at, showing their butts, showing their chest? Where did that happen at?
Wow.
Right here in America.
Yes, sir.
That's the mother of what?
Harlots.
It shows you. Now, watch this. We go jump. Let's go to Revelation. Chapter 18, verse 2. Come on.
Revelation, chapter 18, verse 2.
So I just want y'all to remember, in verse 5, it says, Babylon the what? Great. Watch this.
Revelation 18, verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen.
There it goes. Babylon. So 17, 4 and 5 is talking about the same
place
in 18. But has this come to pass yet? No. Really didn't.
And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen.
Uh-huh.
It's fallen. And it's become the habitation of devils.
It's a habitation of devils because everybody here is what? Filthy. Everybody that's gonna die here in America is gonna be what? Filthy. Meaning they're gonna be in the midst of what? Sin. Sinful flesh. Watch this. Come on.
In the hold of every foul spirit.
The hold of every foul spirit. Everybody that was celebrating these holidays.
Yeah.
Everybody that, what I was telling you that was happening, people was doing what on New Year's?
Sinning.
Sinning. Drugs, fornication, adultery, fighting, hatred, murder. All those things was going on and everybody was having a good old time.
Yep.
Watch this. Read.
In a cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
Read.
For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
Stop. Can you pull up New Year's celebration all over the world?
Mm-hmm.
What nations celebrated New Year's?
Mm.
Can you pull that up for me? Countries. Read it.
It says virtually all nations.
Oh, what?
Virtually all nations
Did what?
around the world celebrate the new year. Primarily on January 1st.
According
to Gregorian calendar.
See, that's it. I just want y'all to understand. All nations. Now, everybody pay attention to that. Don't forget that. Keep that upper MT. Don't let that, keep it, take it off from right here. But don't let that go. I need that up top because I'm going to bring it back. Okay? All right. Now, go back, officer. Verse 4. No, verse 3.
Revelation 18, verse 3.
Pay attention.
For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
All these nations have celebrated the change of the New Year's. All nations have celebrated. Come on, watch this.
And the kings of the earth have committed fornication.
The kings of the earth slept with them. They was in agreement with that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, watch this.
And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies.
The abundance of her delicacies. So you got to think about it. That even when we know that this going into different commodities, different things like ivory, wood, brass, but also guess what, guys?
Mm.
Through her holidays, it triples because people are buying the Christmas stuff, the clothes, the Christmas lights, the Christmas ornaments, the trees. Everybody's getting rich. In the United States and outside the United States is getting rich through Christmases. The food's associated. Go ahead.
And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that you be not partakers of her sin.
What did it say?
Come out of her, my people.
The Bible said, come out of her, my people. Why?
That ye be not partakers of her sins.
He said, come out of my people, that you be not partakers of her sins. Uh-oh. So by them celebrating those things are sins. Because God never told us to celebrate the New Year's in the dead of winter with a large crowd of all different type of nations.
Mm.
God never said it. Now watch this. What verse you at?
That was right in the middle of, almost at the end of verse 4.
Come on.
And that you receive not of her plague.
That you see what God said? That you receive not her plagues. What is God telling us? What is God telling us? To come out of this place. What is he telling us? What is he trying to tell us? Let's go to verse 23.
Revelation 18, verse 23.
Pay attention, guys. Y'all remember we talked about sorcery. We talked about white magic, black magic. We talking about benevolent, which is benevolent magic, which is what? White magic. Now watch this. Verse 18 is already tied in right here. Watch this.
Verse 18.
23.
23. And the light of a candle shall shine no more at all in thee.
Because America is the light bearer. We're going to talk about that later on. America is the light bearer.
Mm-hmm.
No.
And the voice of the bridegroom and of the and of the bride.
The voice of the bridegroom and the voice of the bride, which the bridegroom is Christ, and the bride is who? Us. Read.
Shall be heard no more at all in thee.
You see that? That means our voice went through. Oh, give me that Psalm 19. Psalms 19 and verse 2.
In Psalm 19 and verse 2.
Mm-hmm.
Day unto day uttereth speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge.
Read.
There is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard.
Y'all see, there's no speech or language where their voice is not heard. So the teachers of this Bible, what's going on in Babylon? Uh-oh. Where did the teachers of us being out on the streets hollering out? Where did that start at? In America. That's how we know Revelation 17 and 5, 4, and 5, 18, 2, 3, 2 through 4, and even right here in verse 23 is speaking on this place right here, which has not came to pass, but it will come to pass. Read, come on. 23.
From the top.
Yeah.
Revelation 18, 23. And the light of a candle shall shine no more at all in thee. And the voice of the bridegroom and of the bride shall be heard no more.
So you won't hear Christ. The voice of the bridegroom is the Bible being read by the bride, which is us, by Israel. Read.
Shall be heard no more at all in thee.
It's not going to be heard no more all in America. Come on.
For thy merchants.
For thy merchants.
And the great men of the earth.
Watch this.
For by thy sorceries.
America what?
For by thy sorceries. For by thy sorceries.
What he do?
Were all nations deceived.
Hold on, man. Bring that back up, MT. Bring that back up. There it goes. Read it.
Virtually all nations what? Around the world celebrated New Year's.
Did you see that? Now go back to the bottom of 23 for by.
Says for by thy sorcery.
By sorcery, by that witchcraft,
were all nations deceived.
Y'all see that? So by that witchcraft, guys, all nations was deceived by that witchcraft. How many of y'all got that?
Yes, sir.
Raise your hand if y'all got it. Okay, all praise it. All praise it. So y'all understand. Did we bring out who America was?
Yes, sir.
We brought out who Babylon was, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's all I wanted to make sure. Now, drop that for me. Give me AI sorceries. I'm not done yet. AI sorceries, because I gotta show her everything.
Bring it out. Expose them.
AI sorceries. Yeah, I sent it to you. All right, say something, officer, real quick. Let me send this again.
Yeah, I hope everybody, if those who are out there in Facebook land, YouTube, anybody watching this class, I hope you're taking good notes. take good notes so you can go back and reread and do some exploring and research on your own. We give the elders giving out great classes week to week. Go back and study these things.
Bring it up. Thank you, officer. Go ahead, read that, officer.
It says
Sort
sorcery means using supernatural power.
Hold on. Sorcery means using supernatural powers. What's this?
Often through evil spirits.
Oh, snap. Often through evil spirit. Hold on now. Hold on. Read, officer. Go ahead.
Because using sorcery means using supernatural powers, often through evil spirits or occult forces, to control or influence people.
To what?
To control or influence people and events.
All right. Hold on. My God. Yeah. I'm ready to get it. Okay, I got it. I forgot. Where's what just came in my mind? All right. I got to fix that. Oh. Go ahead. You can say something? Yes.
Essentially, practicing black magic,
Keep on, just read loud.
witchcraft, or necromancy, communicating with the dead to produce unnatural effects.
To produce what?
Produce unnatural effects.
See that? Now read that over one time. I'm sorry, guys. I was occupied. I was looking for something. Go ahead, one more time. Read that.
Sorcery means
Sorcery means what?
using supernatural power,
Using supernatural powers. Come on.
often through evil spirits
Often through evil spirits. Come on.
or occult forces,
Occult forces. Come on.
to control or influence.
You know how they say the Israelites is a cult? But see, Christianity is a cult because they're using that Christianity to control people, what? Spiritually with evil. Watch this. Come on.
It says to control or influence people, events, essentially.
You see the control to influence people and events. This do they TV. They show commercials. Commercials when they like Christmas starts 3 months before Christmas comes.
Yeah.
They start Valentine's. Anything they do, anytime they start something, they start showing it through their TV to do what? Mesmerize millions of people so they go out and spend money.
Yes.
When us Israelites do Christmas time, you got to be careful. You'll find yourself humming.
Yes.
Wish you, but shut up. You'll fight with yourself over those songs. Jingle bell, what? Get out of my head, devil. They get those songs there, guys.
Yes, sir.
And they play them for 3 months straight. And guess what? Even if you are, I'm talking about in the world, we're not talking about us. If you are the Grinch, mean you don't like Christmas just because.
Right.
By the time those songs get through playing, guess what? You out shopping, singing jingle bells. That's why when you're in the congregation, guys, you got to gather around people so we can gather together, guys.
Right.
Right? Now watch this. It says control the influence of the people or events. The events is what? Christmas, Thanksgiving, Christmas, or Halloween, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and now New Year's. These are the events they influence people through these spiritual, supernatural powers, which is the TV. The TV alone is sorcery.
Yeah.
That's witchcraft is the TV. Come on.
Essentially, practicing black magic, witchcraft.
Go ahead, read.
Lore necromancy, communicating with the dead to produce unnatural effects.
To see, communicate with the dead. What is that called? That's what he said. Necromancy.
Communicating with the dead.
Communicating with the dead. Come on.
To produce an unnatural effect.
Read.
It involves spells, rituals, and harnessing hidden powers.
That's what we read, white magic.
Yes.
White magic ain't bad, y'all. When it does the
same thing.
Read, come on. Damn.
Harnessing hidden powers for harmful or manipulative purpose.
No, manipulation is you celebrating, and then listen, if you don't celebrate the Thanksgivings, the Christmases, the New Year's, white people shun you.
Yeah.
They are angry at you. They don't want nothing to really do with you. Because you're not celebrating their days. Right.
Contrasting with perceived divine magic, and often associated with malevolent intent in historical context.
Y'all see that? Every word that we went before when we came out of witchcraft, it's the same thing as sorcery. It's the same thing. Everybody got that? All right, take it down. Go back to witchcraft. Go back to witchcraft. All right, go up for me just slowly. Go. Right there. Right. Modern and contemporary view. Spiritual practice. Many modern witches follow paths like Wicca, a natural-based what? Religion, right? Or paganism. Hold on, y'all.
Man.
Or what? Paganisms. Now, let's see is New Year's connected to paganism, and let's see is y'all been under a witch's spell, which is America.
Yep.
Let's see. MT, do me that last one, please. Janice. Let's see how they under witchcraft, guys. Read.
Janus is the unique Roman god of beginnings, endings, doorways, transitions, time, and passage.
Stop. Janus is the beginning and ending. Now, why is that important? On every news channel, at the end of the year, they was showing y'all everything that happened through that year. And then they was telling you, wish forward to the beginning of the year.
Right.
Wish for this, wish for that.
Yes.
Make goals, make all that. This is who y'all making it to. Janus, unique Roman god. Y'all know it's a little G, so it really ain't even a god.
Right.
All right, famously
Famously depicted with two faces.
I jump looking.
It says looking to the past,
Looking into the past
and the future.
Stop. What did I just say the TV do?
Do it just that.
They do just that.
Makes you look in the past and heading for the future.
What was they celebrating? New Year's.
Mm-hmm.
New Year's. Come on.
It says looking to the past and the future simultaneously.
Simultaneously. Come on.
Symbolizing change and thresholds like doors, gates, and New Year's.
Y'all see that? And what?
And New Year's.
Y'all see that, man? So you remember, anybody back up the first article, MT, that we went to New Year's Wikipedia? Right there. And watch this. New Year's Wikipedia. And many what?
Says
Many.
many Christians attend a watch night service to mark the occasion.
So they witches. It's all witchcraft. It's all witchcraft. Our people are being bamboozled.
Yes, sir.
They are serving the damn devil. Back to where we was just at. It just told you that that's witchcraft. Go back to where we was at. If y'all just joining us, please make sure you go back and watch this class from the beginning so y'all can catch everything. Go ahead.
Go ahead and read that.
Yeah. Where was you at? Yep. Looking past.
It says
looking past. Looking to the past.
Looking to the past and the future simultaneously, symbolizing change and thresholds like doors, gates, and New Year's.
Come on.
He governed all forms of transitions from daily cycles to war, peace, with his temple doors open in wartime and closed in peacetime and peace, and is the namesake for the month of January, representing new starts.
And there you go, y'all. In the beginning of the years, you say you're gonna what? New start, and you're gonna start a new year. So that's paganism, guys. That is paganism. So I just told y'all, we're gonna show you America. Who came up with the celebration of New Year's in these times, in this modern time right now? America. They the ones said, let's do the ball drop. Let's do the count. Let's do it at 12 o'clock. Now, we ain't done yet. We ain't done. We just done with that part. Let's go back up to Galatians 5 and give me Thessalonians. No. I'm sorry. Daniels. We're not doing it yet. Daniels, I forgot. $724.
In the book of Daniel, chapter 7, and verse 24. But the 10 horns out of this kingdom are 10 kings that shall arise, and another shall arise after them, and he shall be diverse from the first, and he shall subdue 3 kings.
Great.
Verse 25. And he shall speak great.
All right, hold on. Read that again. You read it. Come on, man. Read it straight. Come on, read it one more time.
And the 10 horns.
And the 10 horns
of this kingdom are 10 kings.
Great.
That shall arise, and another shall arise after them.
And another shall arise after them. So it says, and the 10 horns, those is the UN nations, the UN, it shall another king kingdom. The 10 horns out of this kingdom are 10 kings that shall arise, which is the union. And another shall rise after them. It's talking about the United States of America. All right. Read from right there.
And he shall be diverse from the first.
Yeah, he shall be diverse, meaning he's going to be different from the first. Come on.
And he shall subdue.
Who's the first? Rome. Rome. This is Rome reincarnated. It's saying from
This is reincarnated.
reincarnated. I couldn't get it out. So Rome is coming back. The
Rebirthing.
of Rome. The
Yeah.
rebirth of the white man coming back into power. Now watch this. And it says, and he shall be diverse from the first. Come on.
And he shall subdue 3 kings.
The 3 kings that he seduced was Spain, France, and British. And the British. The Britons. Or the British, Britain.
Mhm.
All right. Everybody got that? Read.
And he shall speak great words against the Most High.
So he spoke great words against the Most High. He spoke great words against the Most High. Like when he told God's laws was doing what? Away with.
Mhm.
He spoke great words against the Most High. Come on.
And shall wear out the saints of the Most High.
When we in slavery, he wore us out. He wore us out from the 1400s all the way to right now. This man wore out the saints of God. Come on, read.
And to think to change times.
He thought to change times because he said the new year started in the dead of winter, where the new year starts in the month of Abil. We're going to get that in a minute. Come on.
And law.
And he think to change what?
And he think to change times.
He thought to change times
and law.
And laws. So you see what this man did? He changed times and laws. So now we know, just to give you an example on the laws that he changed, he said, God said there should be no homosexuals. Should be no dykes. The white man said, "No, we're gonna have homosexuals and dykes, and it's lawful to do that."
Mhm.
But God said it's not lawful to do that. Right. So you think to change times and laws. So this is what this man did. Go back to 2 Thessalonians 2:9.
Go to 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 9.
Watch this.
Even him whose coming is after the workings of Satan.
Now we know who that was. It's America. Even him whose coming is after the workings of Satan. Meaning he's contrary of God. He'll change times and God's laws.
Mm-hmm.
Read.
With all power.
With all power. Think about it. Ain't nobody more powerful. Was nobody more powerful than the Roman military back then. And ain't nobody more powerful as of the rebirth of Rome in 1453. Ain't nobody more powerful than the United States, the Soviet Union, what is Russia? Russia. Ain't nobody more greater than those two what? Nations. Read again.
It says, even him whose coming is after the workings of Satan, with all power.
With all power.
And signs.
And signs.
And lying wonders.
Lying wonders. That goes into the signs and lying wonder. It goes into the atomic bomb being dropped. That was a sign on who this person was going to be. The atomic bomb, who dropped it? It was America. And wonders. You know what the wonders are? They science. Look, they got satellites no TV in the earth before the Renaissance era. Satellites in the earth before 1970 or 60 something. There's no satellites in the earth. When TV first come out.
Wow.
My bad.
Back in the 50s.
Maybe in the 30s, 20, 30. It was somewhere in there. But with no satellites in the earth before that. Let's just say the 1900s, there we go, 20s.
20s.
This is satellites, though. That was when was the first satellite? Yeah. Launched, go into space. Okay. 1957. Right? Right. So now, what we at?
Finishing up on verse 9.
2 Thessalonians 2:9. Come on. Start over.
2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 9. Even him whose coming is after the workings of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders.
Lying wonders. All right. So that's showing you who that is. Watch this. We ain't done. Go back to Galatians. Galatians chapter 5, please. Galatians chapter 5 and verse 21.
Galatians, the book of Galatians chapter 5, verse 21.
So now finish up 20. So you had idolatry, witchcraft, go ahead. Hatred. So we showing what was sin. What was the works of the flesh, which is sin. And we went through 19 and we stopped at 20 in idolatry. And then we went to idolatry, then we went to witchcraft, and that's what we was just going over.
Mm-hmm.
Now we going go ahead, hatred,
variance, emulations,
wrath, strife,
sedition, and heresy.
You know that emulation is like what's that comedian's name? He wanted to emulate the Israelites, how we be on the teaching and marching. Drewski. That's evil. That's what God is going to. Evil. That's evil. Emulations right there. All right, go ahead, read.
Wrath, strife, sedition.
Come on.
And heresies.
Come on, watch the heresies. Come on.
Envying,
jealousy.
Murders,
going hating your brother and killing people.
Drunkenness,
what they do on New Year's, hanging out, drink. Go ahead.
Revelings.
Now that's the word I want. Revelings. All right. Revelings. Give me that definition of revelings. All right, revelings. Watch this.
Definition of revelings.
You remember it says 2 Thessalonians 2:9. You got 2:9 still?
Mm-hmm.
Read that part real quick.
2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 9. Even him whose coming is after the workings of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders.
You see that? So now let's see what reveling is. All power and lying wonders. All right, after the workings of Satan. Let's see what it is. Come on, revelings.
Revelings is the action of participating in lively and noisy festivities.
What is New Year's, guys?
Same thing.
That's a lively, noisy festivity. So is the 4th of July.
Mm-hmm.
So is Thanksgiving because what they gonna do after they get through eating with their families, Christmas and Thanksgiving, everybody gonna go what? Party. Same thing, guys. Noisy festivities, especially
involving drinking,
alcohol,
and dancing,
and partying. All that, you see, All that anticipate, right? All that's the anticipating of that New Year's or the holiday spirit, as they say. Be it the holiday spirit. That holiday spirit is wicked as hell.
Yeah.
It's wicked, guys. That holiday spirit is wicked. All right. So now we understand that New Year's, Christmas, and Thanksgiving is of the what? Take it down for me.
It's of the devil.
It's of the devil. All right, let's keep it moving. Exodus chapter 12. Now, how do we supposed to celebrate? What is the real New Year's is about, and how do we celebrate it? We're gonna talk about it. What are you saying, man? What, you can't listen to music? You saying we can't dance? Nobody's not saying that you can't listen to music and you can't dance, but you got to do it in a controlled environment in the way God sees it. Let's see what God says. Exodus chapter 12, verse 1. Come on.
In the book of Exodus, chapter 12, verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying, This month shall be unto you the beginning of months. It shall be the first month of the year to you.
Let me explain something to y'all because I am going right here. It shall be the so I can put these two together. The Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying, what?
This month shall be unto you the beginning of months. It shall be the first month of a year to you.
So now let me explain something to you. Give me Genesis chapter 1, verse 14. Y'all brothers and sisters, pay attention because tonight is the new moon. Tonight is the new moon. They try to fool you with the fool. The fool, it is fool. But let's see, the guy called it full moon or new moon. Everybody knew it was new. How did everybody knew it was new? New. It's just like, hey, when you go out, you buy some clothes and it got the tag on it, ain't nobody wore it. What is it called?
New.
Let's go to Genesis chapter 1, verse 14, when God made the moon. Didn't nobody use it yet. It wasn't used yet. Meaning, wasn't no man on earth yet to use the moon. Really?
The book of Genesis, chapter 1, verse 14.
Hold on real quick. Do I want to go a little deeper? Give me second Ezra chapter 6, real quick. Before we go, hold that. Anything else you could drop back there, I'm doing. But hold that just at Genesis 1.
Second Ezra.
Second Ezra chapter 6 and verse 1.
The book of Second Ezra in the Apocrypha, chapter 6 and verse 1. And he said unto me, in the beginning, when the earth was made, before the borders of the world stood, wherever the winds blew.
Before ever the winds is blew. So the Lord is telling you, before I even created all these things, even the wind, before anything blew. You think God and Christ is up there in heaven and the wind blowing and they going like, lean with me off that way. Lean. You think they leaning like, yeah? No, they create the wind and the wind and things. That's why, hold that real quick before the winds blew. Give me Matthews real quick. Matthew chapter 8, and watch this real quick. I want 24 through 26 also. Matthew 8. Oh. Matthew 8, 24 through 26.
The book of Matthew, chapter 8, verse 24. And behold, there arose a great tempest in the sea, inasmuch as that the ship was covered with waves.
Hold up real quick. MT. Go ahead.
Because behold, there arose a great tempest in the sea, insomuch as the ship was covered with waves. But he was asleep.
Mhm.
And his disciples came to him and woke him, saying, Lord, save us, we perish. And he said unto them, why are ye fearful, O ye of little faith? Then he arose and rebuked the wind and the sea, and there was a great calm.
So the wind and the sea didn't move no more when he rebuked it. He told it to be still, and it what? Did. So I just want y'all to understand who controls the wind and everything? The Lord. Let's go back. Let's go back. Second Ezra. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Second Ezra, chapter 6, and verse 1. Sorry.
Second Ezra, chapter 6, verse 1.
Yes.
And he said unto me in the beginning, when the earth was made, before the borders of the world stood, or ever the winds blew, before it thundered and lightning, or ever the foundation of paradise was laid.
Before the foundation of paradise was made, this is telling you before the earth was even formed. It's like go to Genesis 1 and 1. Go ahead, read. No, not you. Go ahead.
Before the fair flowers were seen, or ever the movable powers were established, before the innumerable multitude of angels was gathered together, or ever the heights of the air were lifted up, before the measures of the firmament were named, or ever the chimneys in Zion were hot.
Watch this.
And ere the present year were sought out, and or ever the inventions of them that now sin were turned.
Before the inventions of them that now sin does turn, meaning before New Year's, before Christmases, before birthdays, before any of the things that our people celebrate wickedly was done. Christ is going to that before he made it all. Come on.
Before they were sealed that have gathered faith for a treasure. Verse 6. Then did I consider these things, and they all were made through me.
So Christ considered these things. Everything, including the wind, was made through him alone. Everybody get that? Read.
And through none other.
Through no other.
By me also they shall be ended, and by none other.
Y'all see that? So he's telling you he made everything, and he's going to destroy everything as well. Right? Now, and he said none other because his father gave him the keys to heaven and what? Earth. Everybody understand that? Right? Now, everybody got that. Go to, what was I awesome?
We was getting ready to go to Genesis chapter 1, verse 14.
Right, Genesis 1 and 14. Come on.
The book of Genesis chapter 1, verse 14. And God said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years.
Great.
And let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon earth. And it was so.
So the days and the signs and for seasons. For days, for times, and for seasons. So we went off the new moon for these things. So now watch this. I just want y'all to understand. For days, for times, and for seasons. Come on, and years. Come on.
And God made two great lights. The greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. He made the stars also.
How do the moon give a sign for how do the moon give how do the sun and the moon give signs for years for the year? You get your idea. You got it?
No, those
All right. All right, so give y'all understanding. All right, listen, pay attention. Let's start with month of a bill, which is what?
that's our first month of the year
Okay. All right. That's what type of year is it?
in the spring.
In the spring. The days start to get what?
Longer.
A little longer, right? So when winter come in, the days get what, guys?
Shorter.
So when the year come back around again, it gets what? It starts to get what?
Longer days.
So now we know 1 year passed what?
It passed by.
1 year passed by. In the summertime, the sun is what? Closer to the what?
To the earth.
And in the winter, the sun is what?
Further away.
So y'all see the signs that God give us to understand when 1 year. So if I say I just woke up out of coma and the sun is summertime, I would know when that sun goes farther away, it's gonna be winter. And when that sun comes back again, close again to the earth again, I know then right there that it's a whole year that went past.
So that
You can tell according to the daylight, like it gets darker earlier in the what?
in the day.
In the winter.
In the wintertime, yeah.
And then in the summertime, it gets the days are what?
The days is longer.
That's how we also able to tell when a year came by. You got to be able to keep track. Because like, I'm gonna give you an example, like spring jumps out, it starts to get dark at around about 7 o'clock. Right now at 6 o'clock, it gets dark. In the spring, it goes to like 7 o'clock. Then as summer is approaching more, it goes from 7 o'clock to what? 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock. That's when you know the full summer is in because it don't get dark to 10 o'clock. It's full summertime. Then when the time goes back down and it goes into that fall, it starts to go 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, and then all the way back to a full 6 o'clock. Is how you know it's winter back again. Everybody understand that? All right, so that's how we understand the sun and the moon is for. Read verse 14 again.
Genesis chapter 1, verse 14. And God said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs, and for seasons, and for days,
the days,
and years.
Come on, watch this.
And let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth.
Come on.
And it was so.
Watch this.
And God said, and God made two great lights. The greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. And he made the stars also.
Now, let me show you something. Bishop had in his class, he has some, it's powerful because what I want y'all to realize is this, guys. In the beginning, when God made the sun and moon, right? I want y'all to understand something. Right here, what we explaining to you in the beginning. Man wasn't formed yet. So why would God have the moon in cycles? It stayed what?
Stayed bright.
It stayed bright. So let's go back to Exodus chapter 12, verse 1. So it stayed bright. Watch this.
The book of Exodus, chapter 12, and verse 1.
Verse 2.
Verse 2. This month shall be unto you the beginning of months. It shall be the first month of the year to you.
That word month means moon as well. That's what the months is named after of the moon. So this month This moon shall be unto you the beginning of your months. So when he showed Moses that moon, what did that moon look like?
It was all the way full at its fullest, bright.
So it went back to the original new what?
Moon.
The new moon. It went back to it. Because why? Because he had to show Moses the new moon, just like when it was new. He showed Moses when it was in its perfection, when it was new. Everybody got that?
Yes, sir.
All right. So now, from her, go back to Genesis chapter 1 and verse 15. Come on.
Genesis chapter 1, verse 15.
Now, 17. Come on.
17. And God set them in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth.
Is that it?
17.
Read it again.
And God set them in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth.
Y'all see that? To give light upon the earth. So the moon was for light. I just want everybody to understand the moon was for light. Go to Ecclesiastes 43 and 7, please. The moon was for light. Ecclesiastes 43 and 7.
In the Apocrypha, Ecclesiasticus chapter 43, verse 7. From the moon is the sign of feast.
So the moon is the sign of feast. So let me ask y'all a question. How's Christmas celebrated? How's Thanksgiving celebrated? How's Halloween celebrated? How's New Year's celebrated? They have nothing to do with God's moon. And that's why you got a lot of these wicked Israelites saying the first sight, the first this, because y'all actually is working with Esau. So it confused the people, man. Y'all working with them because this just makes perfect sense right here. Watch this. Read it again.
It says, Ecclesiasticus 43, verse 7. From the moon is the sign of feast.
So from the moon, when that moon is bright, then whatever days you gotta count. If it's like Day of Atonement is the 7th month, and the 10th day in the 7th month, and the 9th day at evening is the new is the Day of Atonement. The 9th at evening is the what? The 9th at evening obviously is the what?
Next day.
Which is what? What day?
Which is the 10th day.
The 10th. Okay. So so in the seventh month, in the 9th day at evening is the 10th day. That's when we celebrate the day of what?
Of atonement.
Of atonement, because the time comes in at night. But where are we going out for? From the new moon. The new moon is the first, represents the first what? First day. Second day, third day, fourth day, all the way up to the 10th day. Everybody got that?
Yes, sir.
All the way to the 10th day. All right. Moon is a sign of a feast, a light
that decreases in her perfection.
So when it decreases, guys, when the moon decreases, it's coming out of her perfection. It's coming out of what's glorious, what is beautiful, what is right. It's going back into darkness. That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. From her. Now, nobody you gotta be crazy if you think the moon is the dark moon.
You can't see it.
Read Ecclesiastes chapter 32 and verse 1. Ecclesiastes chapter 32, verse 1.
In the Apocrypha, Ecclesiasticus chapter 32, verse 1.
So now, you remember I was talking about music, right? So in our feast days, watch what happens. Read.
It says, if thou be made the master of a feast.
You're the head person of the feast.
Lift not thyself up but be among them as one of the rest.
Meaning, don't sit by yourself like, I got the glow. You mingle amongst the people, man. You talk to the people, mingle amongst them, go through scriptures, whatever, blah, blah. Come on.
Take diligent care for them, and so sit down.
Read.
And when thou hast done all thy office,
When you're doing your job,
take thy place, that thou mayest be merry with them.
And so, you see, the feast day, we supposed to be what, guys?
Merry.
All right, come on.
And receive a crown for thy well ordering of the feast.
See, God gonna give you some points right there for you doing that thing. Watch this. Read.
Speak thou it says, speak thou that art the elder, for it becometh thee, but with sound judgment.
But you're supposed to speak, but you're supposed to speak with sound judgment. For why? Read.
And hinder not music.
And you don't supposed to hinder music, meaning do not allow music. Let everybody enjoy themselves. Let them bop their heads. Let them sip on some wine. Let them sip on some drink. That's what we're supposed to do, guys.
Yes, sir.
Now. Deuteronomy chapter 16, verse 13.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 16, and verse 13.
13 and 14. Come on.
Thou shalt observe the Feast of Tabernacles 7 days after that thou hast gathered in thy corn and thy wine.
Because the Feast of Tabernacles is the year end, the Feast of Harvest is the year end. Come on.
And thou shalt rejoice in thy feast, and thou and thy sons and thy daughter, and thy manservants and thy maidservants.
Thou shalt what? Rejoice. Thou shalt rejoice in thy feast. With all our brothers and sisters. Everybody got that?
Yes, sir.
We should rejoice. So when we come together, guys, we got to rejoice. We got to rejoice. Have fun.
Mm-hmm.
All right? Come on.
And so the man...
All right, that's it. That's it. All right, Psalms 81 and 3. But this is what I want you to understand. New Year's, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween, Valentine's Day, none of these days are set feast. Read that. Watch this.
Psalm 81, verse 3. Blow up the trumpet in the new moon.
So God told us to blow up the trumpet in the new moon. Watch this.
In the time appointed.
In the time appointed.
On our solemn feast day.
On our what?
On our solemn feast day.
See, on our solemn feast days. So what the other nations do is not what we supposed to what?
Do.
Y'all see that? We got an appointed time. Our appointed time is directed through the what?
The moon.
Everybody got that?
Yes, sir.
All right. So for Bird, also give me Psalm 147, 19 and 20.
Psalm 147, verse 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He hath not dealt so with any nation.
So he ain't never showed the other nations his new moons and his Sabbaths and for them to do that. Not yet. It will be at the end. They're gonna have to follow him at the end, but right now, it's not for them. Go ahead.
And as for his judgment,
as for God's judgments,
they have not known them.
They don't know the judgments, meaning they don't get punished. They don't get punished for bad things. They do. They not getting they gradually die. Like natural causes, or they might with accidents or whatever. But look at the black men, how fast and how numerous we die. in bundles, and a lot of black people died because we get punished for what we do. Right? Lamentations chapter 3, verse 2. So God only showed his statutes, his laws to us. I'm bringing it out because it's very important that y'all understand that God didn't say that he was saving everybody. He didn't say that. Man told you that, but it's nowhere written in the Bible.
Right.
Watch this, Lamentations chapter 3. Watch what God says in 2.
Lamentations chapter 3, verse 2. He has led me and brought me into darkness, but not into the light.
So this is the worst thing you want God to do. Let's see what the light is. Give me give me Psalms 105 and Psalms 119, 105. Psalms 119, 105.
Psalm 119, 105. Thy word is a lamp.
Thy word is a lamp
unto my feet.
Unto my feet.
And a light unto my path.
And a light unto thy path. So God's word, which is his law, is a light unto my feet. So the light represents God's what?
Law.
His laws. Everybody understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go back. Lamentations 3 and verse 2.
Lamentations 3, verse 2. He has led me and brought me into darkness, but not into light.
But not into light. So he didn't give him the light. He didn't give him his commandments. He's saying he led me into darkness, not into light. This is what God did to the Israelites. Here in America, we are led into darkness and we're not into light. Jump down to verse 9. Come on.
Verse 9. He has enclosed my ways with hewn stones.
Like when you put one of those big boulders in the doorway, you can't get it out. If you ever read, like when they went to the sepulcher and you try to open you try to remove that stone off, it's hard. That's a hard thing right there. You gotta have a little meat on you. Read.
He hath enclosed my ways with hewn stone. He hath made my paths crooked.
You see that? God made our paths crooked. That's why we trying to get back on track. That's why we got to congregate together. That's why we got to raise up our nation back as not sinful people. Anybody that don't want to raise their nation back the right way, listen, this ain't for you. Because raising your nation back the right way, having the black man back in his right frame of mind, having his right frame of mind back on his glory, which is being on top. Who don't want to see that?
Right.
Who wants to keep going to work for people that you know hate you? They enjoy being over you so much that y'all don't even see it. Now, let's bring out some more. Read verse 9 again.
He hath enclosed my ways.
He blocked my ways
with hewn stones.
Read.
He hath made my paths crooked.
He hath made my path crooked. By God sending us to the United States of America, whatever you want to call them. Yahweh Shai, Elohim, whatever you want to call it. It don't matter to me. I'm not offended in none of that. But God has made our paths crooked here in America. Here in America, he has made our paths crooked. And that's why a lot of our people, they get up and they go celebrate New Year's, Christmas, birthdays, because that's the only thing they feel good about, because the rest of the year, you in slavery, you in debt, you up putting pennies together. Not all of us. Yeah, you look like they just said a thing. Beyonce, she is now a billionaire. That got to do with me. See how people don't understand. She got a damn multi-million-dollar contract off of that damn blonde wig or weave or whatever she got in her damn head. She made it a millionaire. She gonna burn if she don't repent. Well, y'all, girl, she made it a million. Hey, you know what? If you're thinking about money right now in these times, I'm gonna tell you, you're a dummy. You heard that. I'm gonna tell you, Christ is on his way. Time is not ready. It's not. Is it? Y'all think it's gonna quiet down on the little war thing right now? You're hearing less and less about it. But I'm telling you, it's building up. Give me First Thessalonians real quick before I go any farther. It just made me think on something. First Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 1.
First Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 1.
Read.
It says, but of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write you unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord
started over again.
It says, but the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you.
Read.
For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night.
So he's telling you that the day of the Lord gonna come as a thief in the night. But watch this, read.
For when they shall say,
what?
Peace and safety.
Y'all see that right now? Y'all think it's peace. Y'all, it's close, guys. Y'all think it, oh man, all them wars are dying down.
Yeah.
When they shall say what?
For when they shall say peace and safety.
When y'all think that they are negotiating, y'all, some of y'all Israelites gonna believe too. Oh, we good, dog. But he ain't got to worry about no war. Yeah, man, Trump squashed that, man. Right there, you doubted the what?
Doubted God. You doubted the Bible.
You doubted the Bible. Right there, you doubted the Bible because you was in agreement with being in hell. And God, that's why y'all can't play with God. Because that's what he gonna do. He gonna try you. You know how the bully tried you in school?
Yeah.
He wanted to see
what you gonna do.
What you gonna do? Are you gonna back down? He might have a little respect for you, at least if you pop him in the eye.
He pushing on his shoulder.
Yeah. Yeah. Playing with God. Quit playing with him.
When we finish that?
No, that's it.
Okay.
So I just wanted y'all to understand when peace and safety, I made the comment, I was just clearing it up.
Got you.
All right.
Yep.
So let's talk about the darkness. So we talked about the light, which is the laws. Let's talk about the darkness. Give me John chapter 8, verse 12. John chapter 8, verse 12, please.
In the book of John, chapter 8, verse 12. Then spake Jesus again unto them, saying, I am the light of the world. He that followeth me shall not walk in darkness.
You see that? So Christ is opposite of darkness. Well, he created both. So what? He's opposite. This darkness right here is speaking of sin. Christ is not up there giving doubts to the devil. So, it's spiritual wars in heaven, just like it's wars down here on earth. Yep. No, there's no such thing as fallen angels. All angels was made to be under subjection of God. There's no such damn thing as a fallen angel. Evil angels got their job to do, and God's good angels got their job to do. Ain't nobody go outside of what God commands. No one. Hold on, let's prove that real quick. Give me Ecclesiastes chapter 39, verse 12. That's what I want. Ecclesiastes chapter 39. Let me make sure. Verse 12. Where you at? Get 39. Verse 12. Yep, it's on the other side. I want right. I'm way down here. Give me it. Hold on. Yep. Yep, right there. 16.
In The Apocrypha, Ecclesiasticus chapter 39 and verse 16. Because all the works of the Lord are exceeding good.
All the works of the Lord are exceeding good. Watch this. And that's what I was explaining to you. He made the angels, the good angels, and he made the bad angels.
Yes.
But all the works, they balance out because he wanted them to be like that. He needs the good angels for the good. He needs the evil angels for the bad. What do you say?
And all the works of the Lord are exceeding good.
All of them's good. Come on.
And whatsoever he commanded,
whatsoever he commanded,
shall be accomplished in due season.
You see that? So whatever God commanded is going to be accomplished in due season. You can't stop it. You can't stop what God commands. Right? So go back to John chapter 8, verse 12.
John chapter 8, verse 12. Then spake Jesus again unto them, saying, I am the light of the world. He that followeth me shall not walk in darkness, but shall have the light of life.
Do you see that? But have the light of light. Light of life is the laws. Darkness is sin. Sinful what? Sinful flesh. Right? So darkness. Give me 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 4. Pay attention, guys. Second Peter chapter 2.
In the book of 2 Peter, chapter 2 and verse 4. For if God spared not the angels that sinned.
Stop. God spared not the angels that sinned. This is going all the way back into the beginning. If he didn't spare the angels that sinned, watch this.
But cast them down to hell and delivered them into chains of darkness.
All right, that's what happened to us. We was cast down into what? Hell. Hell equals what? Captivity. And deliver them into chains of darkness, slavery. Come on. To what?
To be reserved.
To be reserved to what?
Unto judgment.
Damn. So God cast us down. He brought us here to America, guys, to be reserved to judgment. And a lot of y'all are sitting up here and y'all enjoying yourselves in hell. Y'all enjoying yourselves in hell. Go ahead.
And spared not the old world, but saved Noah, the eighth person, the preacher of righteousness.
A preacher of righteousness.
Bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly.
See that? Bringing in the what?
And bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly.
Read.
And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes.
Now, hold on, stop. I'm sorry. All right, let's go back to verse 4. Let me do this the right way. Let me focus on what I'm doing. Verse 4, come on.
Verse 4. For if God spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell and delivered them into chains of darkness to be reserved unto judgment.
All right, so it's going into us. All right, now watch this. Now he's going back. Watch this. Come on.
And spared not the old world, but saved Noah, the eighth person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly.
You see that now? You see what he's saying? So he spared not the old world. The old world, he flooded it. That's at the beginning.
Yes, sir.
With Adam and him, right? Now watch this. So he spared not the whole world, but saved 8 persons' righteousness. Noah and his family was doing the laws. So God spared them. But everybody else got what? Killed. Watch this. Watch the next one. Come on.
And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with an overthrow, making them an ensample unto those that after should live ungodly.
You know, Sodom and Gomorrah is where God is showing you what's going to happen to the world at the end. If you read the Sodom and Gomorrah, y'all see what's going to happen to you at the end. Watch this. Come on.
And delivered just Lot.
And delivered just Lot.
vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked.
So he delivered just Lot. Why? Read.
For that righteous man,
Stop. The same righteousness that was in Noah was in Lot. This is after the earth flooded and was brought back and replenished. So you had one righteous man in Noah got saved, and then you had another righteous man in Lot that got saved.
yes,
Read.
for that righteous man dwelling among them, in seeing and hearing, vexed his righteous soul
Read.
from day to day with their unlawful deeds.
You see that? Come on. Hold on, stop. So now we understand that Noah, by him being righteous, got him saved. Lot, by him being righteous, got him saved. What about y'all? So how you gonna be sinful? Again, I just showed you two different times. One was at the beginning and one was after the flood. Read, watch this.
The Lord knoweth how to deliver the ungodly out of temptations, and to reserve the unjust until the day of judgment, to be punished.
So y'all see that? The Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptation and reserve the unjust until the day of judgment, to be punished. It's like he reserved the people in Sodom and Gomorrah, just like he reserved the people that was on the earth when the earth was flooded out. He reserved those people until the time of their death. Did you think God was saying, "Oh, I don't like my children. I don't want my children to die"? No, God said, "No, I gave you a chance. I had Noah preach for 100 years. I'm trying to." You remember when you read the Sodom and Gomorrah, Abraham was sitting there trying to negotiate with the angels. If it's 25, if it's 50, if it's 100, if it's 10, if whatever was in there, can they get out? Because he was trying to lobby for Lot,
Yes.
for his kinsmen, according to the flesh. He was lobbying for his own people.
Yeah.
When he didn't say, "You know what, it ain't me." Nah, he loved his neighbor as he loved his wife. Come on.
Continue reading it.
Yes.
It says, but chiefly, them that walk after the flesh in the lust of uncleanness and despise government. Presumptions are they, self-willed. They are not afraid to speak evil of dignity.
Rulerships. Not like what we're establishing now is God is establishing his people back in the earth. Whatever camp you in that follow righteousness, meaning keeping the laws, not talking about Paul's writings or this or all that. If you believe in the Bible as it is written all the way through,
yes, sir.
God is establishing us back in the earth to build up our people so we can go what? Go home. That's what he's doing. He's building us up. And it says, but chiefly them that walk after the flesh, after sin, in the lust of uncleanness. We told you what uncleanness was. And despise government. Now, who's that government, y'all? Who's the government, y'all?
Yeah. The government would be the scriptures, the word of God.
Let's go to Matthew chapter 2, verse 6, please.
Matthew chapter 2, verse 6. And thou, Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, art not the least among the princes of Judah. For out of these shall come a governor.
Out of these shall come a what?
From out of these shall come a governor
Out of these shall come a governor.
that shall rule my people Israel.
You see, so who's the governor?
Christ.
Christ. So when you despise, go back, read from her. Despise them that despise what?
And we catch back up. And it says, but chiefly them that walketh after the flesh in the lust of uncleanness and despise government.
You despise Christ's ways, the way he wants his body orchestrated. You despising it. You hate that. Come on.
Presumptions are
they
self-willed.
They self-willed.
They are not afraid to speak evil of dignity.
Rulers who God have put before them. All right, from her, give me Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 15, please.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 1, verse 15.
Go ahead.
That which is crooked cannot be made straight.
What it say?
That which is crooked cannot be made straight.
You see that which is crooked, guys, cannot be made straight. You cannot make something crooked out of these holidays. And you cannot make something crooked out of wicked people. God gotta make them straight, guys. God gotta make them straight. Ain't no other way you can make something crooked straight. Read it one more time.
Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 15. That which is crooked cannot be made straight.
Now let me ask y'all a question. Without no racism, because I don't believe in racism. I believe in our race.
Yes, sir.
I don't believe in racism. That means I don't hate the white man. I don't hate the Japanese man. I don't hate the Chinese man.
Right.
I don't hate none of those people. I work with people all the time that does good things at work at different times. So I don't hate people. I got a job to do. Just like, when you go and listen, I'm gonna give y'all an example. Like you go in HR, right? And HR, they might not want to fire you for what you did, but they got what to do?
They got a job to do.
So do we. We got a job to do. And I'm gonna do what God says do with no doubt. I mean, I'm not gonna doubt in my head,
right?
Am I doing something wrong? I'm not doing what I know. When me reading this Bible, I'm reading it where people can understand it. I'm reading it where it makes sense.
Yes, sir.
And I'm reading it for brothers can't be like, oh man, that ain't right. That's a flaw, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm reading it straight up, scripture for scripture. Where's I at? Last one. Job 26.
Job.
Make sure everybody. Job 26. So what we read is what God made crooked cannot be made what?
Straight.
So now let me explain something to y'all, brothers and sisters. Y'all Blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians got a chance to repent. Is that a racist statement? Before we get that Job 26, give me get Job 26, hold that, give me Acts chapter 5, verse 30 and 31.
The book of Acts, chapter 5, verse 30. The God of our fathers raised up Jesus, whom you slew and hanged on a tree.
The God of our fathers. So he specifically is speaking to our people. The God of our fathers, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Come on, raised up Jesus, who you slew and hung on a tree. Come on.
Him
Him
has God exalted with his right hand to be a prince
to be a prince
and a savior,
and a savior.
for to give repentance to Israel,
Everybody.
for repentance to Israel,
And what?
and forgiveness of sin.
Those are elementary scriptures right there. And people don't understand it. He gave repentance. So it's not no racist thing. It ain't no, oh, you hate everybody thing. That's what the Bible says. No. Let's go. Job 26. So what is crooked cannot be made straight. So now let me ask y'all a question, brothers and sisters. You can answer. I got a question. Y'all women. Raise your hand if you know it. Did we or did we not come to America on slave ship in slavery? If you know it, if we did, raise your hand for me. Okay. All right. So we came here to America in slavery, right? Okay. Now, let me answer the question also. The people that enslaved us, was they Caucasian people?
Yes.
I just want to make sure also. All right, watch this. Job 26:13. Come on.
The book of Job, chapter 26, verse 13. It says, by his spirit, he has garnished the heavens. His hands have formed the crooked serpent.
So God hands, this is Christ, have formed the crooked serpent. Everybody understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right, so God hands have formed the crooked serpent. Let's see what that serpent is. Give me Revelation chapter 20 and verse 2.
The book of Revelation, chapter 20 and verse 2. And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years.
All right, so now we understand that serpent is relaying to the devil and Satan. Now let me ask y'all a question. Cause y'all be like, y'all thinking no, I'm going too fast. No, read that one more time.
The book of Revelation, chapter 20, verse 2. And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years.
So now let me ask y'all a question. Let's see who is that talking. Is it a such thing as a person who was the devil?
It says, is there such thing as a person?
Yeah.
He's related as the devil, seen as the devil.
Okay. That don't answer my question.
Is it a person? I mean, an actual
Person is labeled as the devil.
I mean, as far as the scriptures go, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's all. Well, why you
I thought it was a trick question.
you made it a good trick question. All right, give me 1 John chapter 3, verse 12.
First John.
1 John chapter 3, verse 12. Pay attention, everybody. Because y'all think that the Bible, when it speaks about devil and all that, is always relating to the spiritual Satan. Watch this, read.
The book of 1 John, chapter 3, verse 12. Not as Cain, who was of that wicked one.
The wicked one is talking about Satan, not of the Satan, not of the devil.
And slew his brother. And wherefore slew he him? Because his own works were evil.
Cain's work was evil.
And his brothers righteous.
So his brothers was righteous. Just like we just got to read about that. About in 2 Peter. The righteous people got saved and the evil people died.
Mm.
So that's why Cain killed Abel. Jump to verse 10.
verse 10. In this, the children of God are manifest.
So in this, that Cain killing Abel, in this, the children of God are manifest,
and the children of the devil.
see, so it is people that's on the earth that is labeled children of the devil. They are called devils. Like people say, I'm a child of God.
Yes, sir.
You got children of the devil.
Whosoever doeth not righteous
Whoever don't do God's laws
is not of God.
he's the damn devil.
Neither. He that loveth not his brother.
Now y'all think I'm mad when they say who don't do God's laws is of the devil. Verse 8.
Verse 8. He that committeth
He
sin
that commits sin,
is of the devil.
he that commits sin is of the devil.
For the devil sinned from the beginning.
For the devil sinned from the beginning.
For this purpose, the Son of God was manifested, that he might destroy the works of the devil.
That he might destroy the works of the devil. Verse 7.
Verse 7. Little children, let no man deceive you. He that doeth righteousness is righteous, even as he is righteous.
Y'all see that? So now I went backwards so y'all can see the children of the devil as people who sin. That's who the children of the devil is. Everybody got that?
Yes, sir.
All right. So now we understand that now it is someone on the earth that is what?
The devil.
That is the devil. That is disguising himself. Now we know Satan's going. Be, so we know that these people is not Satan, they humans, right? Now watch this. Give me the definition of Lucifer. Read that.
The term Lucifer primarily refers to the morning star, the planet Venus.
Stop. So when it says Lucifer is the morning star, it's not talking about Christ. A lot of people got that twisted, talking about, oh, see, Christ is the morning. No. It's talking about the planet Venus. It's not talking about Christ. Read.
It says in Latin and is widely identified in Christian tradition as the original name of the devil or Satan before his fall from grace.
He never had grace. They still playing that lie. He never had grace. God formed the devil for good. Give me that in Isaiah 47 real quick. So I just want you to understand the term Lucifer is primarily referred to the morning star, a Latin in Latin and widely identified as Christian tradition as the original name for the devil or Satan. That's all I want. All right, take it down. Read that.
Isaiah 47 verse
7.
Isaiah chapter 47 verse 7. And thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever.
Isaiah 45 and 7, my bad.
Isaiah 45 verse 7. I formed the light.
God said he formed the light
and create darkness.
And he created darkness. Listen, guys. I formed the light and create darkness. Come on.
I make peace and create evil.
All right. So what is that going into? Somebody help me.
The light and darkness, light is God's laws. The darkness is sin. So the peace and create I make peace and creating evil is synonymous with the light. Peace is synonymous with the light, and the evil is synonymous with the darkness.
All right.
Which is sin.
Read it one more time.
I form the light.
I form the light, which is the laws.
And create darkness.
And light is Christ. And the darkness is the devil being created. Everybody understand it?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
All right. Yeah. So the devil was created after Christ, because Christ created the devil. It's why God says his begotten son. All right. So now, to give you understanding is, God created light and he created darkness as sin, as the devil. So no, Lucifer wasn't up there. He didn't fall for grace.
Right.
God created good, which is Christ, and Christ created the devil, which was for evil angels. All right. Now, where we at? Give me Isaiah 14 and 12. I'm going back to Lucifer. Lucifer means devil, right? Now let's see how we identify Lucifer in America. Give me that. Do you got that Lucifer? Show me that show. Lucifer, just there you go. Go up. All right, y'all see Lucifer? They know exactly who they are.
Mm-hmm.
They know exactly who they are. It's not just saying it. It's just not like, oh, yeah. No, they know exactly who they are. Lucifer deceived people, but he also looked like he was doing good by helping people, but he was deceiving people, guys. All right, let's go.
Isaiah,
You take it off.
chapter 14, verse 12.
Let's see how, like what I'm saying, let's see how that plays out. Read.
Says, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning?
So how thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? So let's deal with that heaven right there. Give me that. Give me the Deuteronomy 11 and 21. So it has, this is where Christians drop the ball at. They think that it's talking about the fallen angels. It ain't got nothing to do with fallen angels. Watch this.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 11, and verse 21. It says, that your days may be multiplied, and the days of your children in the land which the Lord swore unto your fathers to give them, as the days of heaven upon earth.
As the days upon heaven, earth. So it's talking about rulership on the earth. Now let's go back. Because you remember, you had the sons of God, and then you had the sons of the what?
The devil.
Children of the devil, children of God. This is Lucifer. Children of the devil. Let's see what the children of the devil is. Come on, read. How?
It says, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer?
How you fallen from rulership, O Lucifer?
Son of the morning.
Son of the morning. Come on.
How art thou?
And which is the light bearer. When y'all look and y'all see what do they got in New York, the Greek people when they come in?
Statue of Liberty.
And that Statue of Liberty, that light stays on all the what?
All the time.
Go ahead.
How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken nations?
Meaning deceive the nations. You remember we read that earlier. They deceived the nations. Come on, watch this.
For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven, and I will exalt my throne above the stars of God.
Read. So he said, I would ascend into heaven, and I would exalt my throne above the stars of God. Remember 1969, space travel.
Yes.
They went to the moon. And when they went to the moon, MT, you should have been with me. You should have been with me. When they went to the moon, what happened? They said the eagle. What did the eagle do?
has landed.
They said the eagle has landed. That was America. That was America. So read it again, officer.
It says, "For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven,
I will ascend into heaven.
and I will exalt my throne above the stars of God."
So he's the space travel. The space travel. There you go. Right there, the space travel. Them going to the moon. Now they ready to be in airplanes. Go ahead, watch this.
It says, "I will sit also upon the mount."
Now they ready to be in airplanes. Go ahead.
I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north.
Go ahead.
And I will ascend above the heights of the clouds.
No, what do you say?
And I will ascend above the heights of the clouds.
So that's what happened in 1903 with the Wright brothers. That's it right there. You see the Wright brothers, 1903?
Mhm.
They made what? Airplanes. So he said, I will ascend above the heights of the cloud. Come on, take it down.
And I will be like the Most High.
And I will be like the Most High. Because what did the Lord do? Travel in the what? The chariots.
Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell.
Hold on. He said, yeah, thou shalt be brought down to hell because they going to go into captivity. How do we know they going to go into captivity? Because give me Revelation chapter 13. Read that.
Revelation chapter 13, verse 10.
Yes.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Read.
And he that killeth with a sword must be killed with the sword.
Read.
Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
All right. So now we know that. Let's go back. Go back. Verse 15 again.
Isaiah 14, verse 15. Yeah, thou shalt be brought down to hell.
Because they brought us into captivity. So God said they shall go into captivity. Read.
To the sides of the pit.
Read.
They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee.
Stop. Tell me one person who's seen the devil. Spiritual Satan. Where in the Bible does it say anybody sees spiritual Satan?
Nowhere.
So it says, they that what?
They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying,
Hold on, stop. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and say, go ahead, read.
And consider thee, saying, is this the man?
Now, go to Obadiah. They that look at thee and consider thee, saying, watch this. Obadiah. Obadiah verse 2.
The book of Obadiah, verse 2.
Start with verse 1.
Verse 1. It says the vision of Obadiah.
The vision of Obadiah.
Thus saith the Lord God concerning Edom.
Edom is so-called white man. Start with verse 2.
Verse 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen.
He said, I made you small among the nations. Watch this.
Thou art greatly despised.
That's how you know that this is Edom. They are greatly what?
Thou art greatly despised.
Read.
Father, thine heart have deceived thee.
Read.
Thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rock.
Because they, what was that? Petra? They lived in Petra. All right, go ahead.
Whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
Stop. What's the first nations to have sky? What's they called? Skyscrapers. Skyscrapers.
America. White man, yeah.
America. They the first thing. So we said that habitation is high. And thou said in our heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Read.
Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle.
Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle. Oh, they exalt themselves as the eagle? Come on.
And though thou set thy nest among the stars.
See that going back into the
Space.
space travel. So Lucifer is evil. Oh, is Lucifer. And Lucifer is go back to 14. So we're going to show you.
Isaiah chapter
Hold on. We're going to show you who Lucifer is. We're going to show you who he is right to his face. Isaiah chapter 14, verse 16.
verse 16. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying,
Saying what?
Is this the man
Is this the man?
that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms?
Stop. The two kingdoms. It did shake kingdoms.
Mm.
He shook Nagasaki
Mm-hmm.
and Hiroshima. Now watch this, guys. Give me Revelations. Revelations. Is this the man? Let's go back to Revelations 13. Because because some of them, Edom is done. No.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Go Revelations. Let me see. Is that what I want? Yeah, Revelation chapter 13. Use 13. Come on.
Revelation chapter 13, verse 13. And he does great wonders.
He does great wonders. This same man. Now listen. And here, God calls him the dragon. You remember, we went to Revelations 20. Go back to Revelations 20 real quick.
Revelations 20 and 2. The book of Revelation, chapter 20, verse 2. And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent.
That's all I want. Let's go back. So Revelation chapter 13 and verse 2. Come on.
Revelation 13, verse 2. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet were like feet of a bird, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion. And the dragon,
And the what?
and the dragon gave him power and his seat and great authority.
That dragon represents what? The
Right.
devil, right? The devil. That's who gave him his power and his authority. The devil. Now jump down to verse 13. Watch this.
13. And he doeth great wonders.
Now the devil gave him the powers, and now he does great wonders. Let's see what some of the wonders is that he doing. Read.
So that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men.
Ain't that what it just said in Isaiah 14:16? That's what it just said. And we just read it in Obadiah.
Mm-hmm.
And now right here in Revelation 13, it's talking about the same person. And he made what?
And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men.
Hiroshima and Nagasaki. That's all I wanted. So now, give me Baruch chapter 4, verse 6. Now y'all understand why they celebrate New Year's, Thanksgiving, and all those things.
Yep.
Come on, officer. Baruch chapter 3, verse. What I asked for? 4 and 6. Baruch 4 and 6. 6 and 7.
Baruch chapter 4, verse 6.
Mhm.
Ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction,
So God sold us to the nations, but not for our destructions. Watch this.
but because ye moved God to wrath.
Because we moved God to anger. Watch this.
Ye were delivered unto the enemy.
We was delivered what?
Ye were delivered unto the enemies.
Even in who prophesied about this way in the time of Jeremiah. In the Babylon captivity, Baruch prophesied about God delivering us here in America in the hands of our enemies. Read again.
Book of Baruch chapter 4, verse 6. Ye were sold unto the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved God to wrath. You were delivered into the enemy.
We delivered unto our enemies. Come on, watch this.
For you provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils.
That's the other nations. By us sacrifices to their praying to their gods. By us celebrating their Christmas. By us crying, by the women crying for Tammuz. Us celebrating Christmas. Us celebrating Easter. Ceramics. Us all doing all those things. We provoked him and made him we provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils. And that's what everybody just did that it anticipated.
Mhm.
Now, yeah, our class is a little late for New Year's, but if you on here and you watch this class and you celebrated that thing before this year, you celebrate that thing next year.
Right.
Go ahead.
For you provoked him that made you by sacrificing the devils, and not to God.
And not to who?
And not to God.
And so we didn't do God. That means we didn't do God's laws. We didn't do his appointed what? Feast. Everybody got that?
Yes, sir.
All right, Famar, give me Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 36. Come on. We almost done. Let's wrap this up. Deuteronomy 28, 36.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 36. The Lord shall bring thee and thy king, which thou shalt set over thee, unto a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known. And there shalt thou serve other gods, wood and stone.
Because the celebrations come from Christianity. The celebration come from Christianity. And a lot of y'all brothers anticipate in the Ramadan and all that type of stuff.
Mhm.
Going to on the Hajj. All those things that y'all doing is wood and stones.
Yes, sir.
Those is you sacrificing the other what?
Other
Gods. Everybody understand that. The Psalm 64. Pay attention to this last part. Psalm 64 and 1. Psalm 64 and 1.
Psalm 64, verse 1. Hear my voice, O God, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy.
Do it, read it again.
It says, hear my voice, O God, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the
Let
enemy.
me see, preserve my life from the fear of the enemy. Preserve my life from the fear of the enemy. Come on.
It says, hide me from the secret counsels of the wicked.
Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked. Come on.
From the insurrection of the workers of iniquity.
From the insurrections of the workers of iniquity. So that insurrection goes to tumults. But I want to give me the definition of insurrection. Read that.
Definition of insurrection is a violent uprising against an authority or government.
Read it one more time.
Insurrection is a violent uprising against an authority or government.
See, so now it's a violent uprising against a government or authority or government. We established that twice. Hold on, let me see, because I jagged on it. I messed up. Take it down for a minute. Go back and read Psalms again one more time.
Psalm 64. From 1 down.
Yeah, go ahead.
Psalm 64, verse 1. Hear my voice, O God, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy.
It's to preserve my life for the what?
From fear of the enemy.
Preserve my life from the fear of the enemies. Come on.
Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked.
What did it say?
Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked.
Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked. So he said, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked. Go ahead.
From the insurrection of the workers of iniquity.
For the what?
From the insurrection of the workers of iniquity.
From the insurrection of the what?
It says from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity.
From the insurrection of the workers of iniquities. Hold on real quick. Hold on, I'm looking for something. From the insurrection of the workers.
So from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity.
Mhm. Go ahead.
Who wet their tongue like a sword.
Who wet their tongue like a what?
Who wet their tongue like a sword.
Who wet their tongue like a sword? Come on.
And bend their bows to shoot their arrows.
And bit their bones to what?
And bend their bows to shoot their arrows.
Read.
Even bitter words.
Even bitter words. Come on.
That they may shoot in secret at the perfect.
That they may what?
That they may shoot in secret at the perfect.
That they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Come on.
Suddenly do they shoot at him.
And suddenly do they shoot at him. So they can shoot at secret at the perfect. Y'all see that? So they can shoot at secret at the perfect. Go ahead.
And fear not. They encourage themselves in an evil matter.
They what?
They encourage themselves in an evil matter.
We are the perfect, and they encourage themselves in that evil matter. Come on.
And they commune of laying snares privily.
Mm-hmm.
They say, who shall see them?
Mm-hmm.
They search out iniquities, and they accomplish a diligent search.
They do what?
They search out iniquities, and they accomplish a diligent search.
So they search out iniquities, and they accomplish a what?
A diligent search.
I'm still looking for some officer. They do what? Do it again.
It says they search out iniquities, and they accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thoughts of every one of them, and the heart is deep.
The inward thought of every one of them is what?
And their heart is deep.
Is deep. What verse we at? Come on.
That's the end of verse 6.
All right, read.
But God shall shoot at them with an arrow.
Suddenly what?
Shall they be wounded.
Suddenly shall they be wounded.
So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves.
So they can make the what?
So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves.
All right. So what verse is it?
That's almost at the end of verse 8.
All right, go back up to verse 2 real quick.
Verse 2.
Yeah.
It says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked,
Come on.
from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity.
Give me 2nd Ezra chapter 16. Second Ezra 16 and start with verse 68.
The book of 2nd Ezra is in the Apocrypha, chapter 16, verse 68.
Mm-hmm.
It says, for behold, The burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle.
Some of y'all gonna go back to celebrating Christmases, birthdays. Y'all think it's gonna be all right. Y'all think it's gonna be good. Because a lot of y'all don't believe anyway. I'm just being real with you. A lot of y'all don't believe. You know what I mean? Don't listen. Don't tell me you believe and you ain't congregating. My feelings hurt. I don't want to congregate with you no more. And don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. Read, watch this.
It says, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols.
Things offered to idols. Some of y'all gonna go back to celebrating those Christmases and all that type of stuff. Go ahead, read.
And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision.
All that give in to them, God gonna have you in derision. Watch this.
And in reproach.
And reproach, a disagreement.
And trodden underfoot.
God gonna try, he gonna kill you. Watch this, because you gave in to them. He gonna kill you. You think you got out of it. He gonna have them kill you anyway. You rather die in it than die out of it.
Wow.
Because as soon as you think you out of it, you like, oh, Christmas, boop, 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 boop. They're gonna put it in you. Okay, I eat the ham. I eat the ham. They're gonna light your butt. They're gonna scalp you and everything. Don't give in, brothers and sisters. Never give in. Read.
For there shall be in every place, and in the next cities,
And in the next cities,
a great insurrection
against a great insurrection
upon those that fear the Lord.
You see, there's going to be an uproar against the government of Christ, against Christ's body. It's going to be an uproar. Hatred. Let's see what's going to happen. Read.
They shall be like madmen, sparing none.
They ain't going to spare none of us. None of us. That's why I try to tell y'all, brothers and sisters, everybody packing on these pounds. I'm telling you, you better start doing a little exercise. And start doing a little exercise. And when we gotta go, we gotta go. Everybody gonna eat cream pies and cream fillings and hot dogs and just stuff your gobble. It's gonna come a time when it's time to move. Hey, I can't move. Elder, I can't go nowhere. Oh shit, you gonna die. Why? Because everybody wants to sit here and keep gobbling down everything. Read.
They shall be like unto madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord.
They're going to be spoiling, ruining, and what?
And destroying those.
It's killing
those that fear the Lord.
Oh my God. So they're going to kill us. They're going to rob us. Conjuring. I'm sorry. Conjuring. They're gonna rob us of our stuff. And they're gonna kill some of us. Come on.
For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses.
They're gonna take your goods. And then some of them, they did it in the old days. They did it in the Rosewood. They did it in the Tulsa. The city living real good with all that free acres of property that they own. They drinking in millions of dollars, got judges up there, got police officers. Everybody seemed very, very, very important on student land. Just like the Jewish. sitting on our land.
Mm-hmm.
But we know it. We know God, the one that took us off earth. We understand that, and we going back. That's what we working on right now.
Then shall they be known.
Then shall it be known.
Who are my chosen?
Hold on. So when they do all that to us, God said what?
Then shall they be known.
Who what?
Who are my chosen?
And they?
And they shall be tried as the gold in the fire.
So if you don't go through that, if you give up and you give in, there ain't no Israelites. You ain't gonna make it. You ain't gonna be gold. You ain't. That's your trial right there. That's your trial. A lot of y'all going through trials, small trials, and y'all can't even make it through it. He hollered at me. He want me to do, he want me to get a job, or he want me to do this, or he want me to do that. That's small trials that you can't even make it through. How the hell you gonna make it when it comes to dying for God? We separate ourselves from worldly stuff. But how you gonna make it when it comes to God? Try to figure that out. It's tough when it ain't nothing in front of you. It's tough. What happened with that man in front of you with that blade and he going to strap you up there and he going to cut off your neck? Now tell me you gonna be there. Where your toughness at? What about they gonna boil you in water? Where your toughness at? If you ain't been through nothing, just shut your black mouth up and learn. It's a lot of y'all ain't gonna make it. They gonna kill you because they gonna kill you not because of righteousness, because you gave up. They gonna kill you. Read that last part. 73.
73. Then shall they be known. Who are my chosen?
Read.
And they shall be tried as the gold in the fire.
They should be tried as the gold in the fire. Go back to Psalm 64.
Psalm 64, verse.
Psalm 64 and verse 4 again.
Psalm 64, verse 4. That they may shoot in secret at the perfect.
That they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Come on. Suddenly, y'all got to remember, they shooting at us to intimidate us, to get us scared. That's why they shooting at us. They shooting at the perfect to intimidate us, to get us scared, to fall out of this truth. Watch this. Come on.
And suddenly do they shoot at him.
Read.
And fear not.
And they don't fear. Come on.
They encourage themselves in the evil mouth.
You notice it says, suddenly do they shoot at them, and they fear not. So now they don't have no fear. They don't have no fear letting you know you're a nigga. They don't have fear letting you know that we don't like you. They don't have fear or they fire you at jobs, or they do the child support thing, they take your money unrighteously. They don't care. They don't got no fear no more. They don't care. Jeez, come on.
They encourage themselves in the evil mouth.
You mean, they encourage themselves. They in agreement with that thing. Go ahead.
They commune of laying snares privily.
They talk about laying snares privately. They talk about how to keep our people in debt, how to keep our people in poverty, how to keep our people like what do you think Trump came up with when he said, let's take away the DEI hires? What you think he came up with when he said, let's take the food stamps away? Some of them are scare tactics. The hope is to get people to get up and do something. But some of them is reality.
They say, who shall see them?
Come on.
They search out iniquities, and they accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought, every one of them, and the heart is deep.
The inner thought is, we got to keep these niggas down. Because they know that we can create. They know that we can raise above. So the inner thought in each one of their mind is that we got to keep them niggas down. Because if you give a nigga confidence,
man.
See, that's why guys listen. I'm not tripping. I'm on TV. I'm telling you right now. I'm on TV telling you this. I don't care about the views. How long the word is getting out.
That's right.
Don't care about that. Don't care because I know that I got haters. Who cares? They been hating me all my life. And now that I got the word of God, the hatred is increased. Don't care. If somebody get on here with some boobies and some thongs on, 1 million views will be on here because of the wickedness. But when somebody's trying to show you how to get saved,
right,
come out of sin, y'all don't want to hear that. Watch this, come on. Only thing you're gonna do is try to debate against it. Watch this, read.
But God shall shoot at them.
Read verse 7 again.
But God shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they wound.
So God gonna shoot with them. Read verse 6 again one more time also.
Got tongue tied. Verse 6. They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search.
They accomplish a diligent search. Come on.
Both the inward thought of every one of them.
Read.
And the heart is deep.
Read.
But God shall shoot at them.
God shall shoot at them. Come on.
With an arrow.
With an arrow.
Suddenly shall they be wounded.
Suddenly shall they be wounded. Come on.
So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves.
Read.
All that see them shall flee away.
All that see them shall flee away.
And all men shall fear.
All men shall fear.
And shall declare the work of God.
Watch this.
For they shall wisely consider his doing.
And they're going to know when God shooted them with that missile. Men, so verse 8 says what?
So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves.
They tell it on themselves right now. You got multiple white people saying the black people are the Israelites. They did X, Y, Z. They did zoonosis. They did the mad cow disease. They did this. You got multiple white people telling on them. That, we seen in the UFOs, we seen black people.
Yes.
They tongue should fall upon themselves. Read. And all they what?
And all that see them shall flee away.
All that see them shall flee away. Watch this.
And all men shall fear.
And all men shall fear.
And shall declare the work of God. For they shall wisely consider his doing.
Because everything in this Bible is going to come to pass. Everything. What's that, officer? Is that Isaiah 59? Or is it 50? Is it 59?
58.
Is it 58?
I mean 55 and
is it 55? Let me see, because you might not. Let me see if you know what
I think I'm where you at. 55 and 11.
Yeah, read that for me.
Isaiah chapter 55, verse 11. Where shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth?
Yes. Come on.
and shall not return unto me
It
void,
should not return to me void. Come on.
but it shall accomplish that which I please.
You see that it's going to accomplish what God please. So God's words ain't going to go out for nothing. It's going to accomplish. So go back to verse 9. Psalm 64 and 9. You good.
Psalm 64, verse 9. And all men shall fear, and shall declare the work of God, for they shall wisely consider of his doing.
Read. So all men should fear, and they should declare the work of God, for they shall wisely consider, because they're gonna say, damn, the words that them guys was speaking,
Yes.
it didn't fail.
Yep.
Read. Come on.
The righteous.
The what?
The righteous.
The righteous.
Shall be glad in the Lord.
The righteous shall be glad in the Lord. Why?
And shall trust in him.
He never give up. Never give up. Read it again.
And the righteous shall be glad in the Lord.
The righteous is going to be glad in the Lord, brothers and sisters. Read.
And shall trust in him.
You want to trust in the Lord. Come on.
And all the upright in heart
Shall what?
shall glory.
With that, we are TTIC. If God be with us,
Who can be against us?
if God be with us,
Who can be against us? Who can be against us?
with that, we'll say shalom.